Hey guys, I am Preeti and you're watching this video on the signs that you have been experiencing, the signs that your Kundalini is about to awaken. Okay, so I do get a lot of questions about something where a person is experiencing almost symptoms that their Kundalini is about to awaken, and this is the reason why I chose to do this video, so that it can answer all your questions. So make sure that you watch this video till the end to get the entire scoop. Okay, stay tuned. So let's get started with the different signs and symptoms that you get while you are almost going to awaken your Kundalini. Now when I say almost going to awaken your Kundalini, when at times a person, when they know that these are the signs and they just get overexcited, they start expecting something really extraordinary, really exceptional, then it can be the case that they might delay that thing. Okay, because Kundalini is everything about non-expectations. Whenever you expect, that is where your expectations are not met. Whenever you don't expect, that is where your expectations will the experience that you have will be beyond your imagination. Okay, so the first sign or symptom that you can say about Kundalini awakening, if your Kundalini is about to awaken, you can start feeling vibrations in your body. Now these vibrations can be felt in some part of the body, or in the entire body, and at different times. It doesn't mean that if you have felt a little vibration in just this area, then your Kundalini is it's far more from awakening. But if somebody is experiencing the full body vibrations, that's a different thing. It is not exactly that way. When the Kundalini is about to awaken, the thing is that what happens is, a person, anybody who has blockages, the energy starts running through that area, so that when the Kundalini awakens, the energy that is blocked somewhere, it doesn't actually hinder, or it doesn't actually stop the flow of the divine Kundalini. Okay, that is why a person experiences vibrations at different patches, different parts of their body. Okay, the second sign is, you may feel vibrations at different points, or at different points in your body. You may also feel vibration at the tailbone. Wherever your tailbone is situated, you may feel vibrations on that end, and it is just because it is lying over there. The Kundalini lies at your tailbone, which is why you start feeling some vibrations even in that area. Now you may have a question that, okay, if I am experiencing those vibrations, can you please tell me how much time it will take for the Kundalini to awaken? There is nobody who can predict how quickly your Kundalini can awaken once you start experiencing vibrations over your body or near your tailbone. Okay, it just is in the hands of the divine. Okay, only the divine knows when your Kundalini awakens, when your Kundalini does anything in your body. Also, there is one more thing, feeling of heat in the body. At times, Kundalini is also compared with Kundalini fire. Okay, it's also called the serpent fire. So somehow a lot of people, they do feel this fiery energy in different parts of their body, and even while the Kundalini is about to awaken, they feel this very, very high heaty energy in them. And you may feel, okay, now if I am feeling that heatiness, what do? You can actually start eating watermelon. Watermelon is considered to be very, very cool, so you can start eating watermelon so that it cools down your system and organs. The next part is jerks in the body, movements in the body, and while you are meditating. These are known as kriyas. Okay, these are known as kriyas, and Also, some people do feel that this is because of the blockages. Yes, this is because of the blockages that are inside you. Also, not just the blockages, at times you have certain gifts that are opened when you are like doing certain kriyas. And as soon as I say there are certain gifts, usually people just pounce upon that word gifts and they say, okay, which gift have I opened? So it's not about opening a gift and starting to do some spectacular shows in front of the world. Start showing off that energy in front of the world. There are certain gifts that you will open, and you will be able to use those gifts only at the right time. Okay, so up till a certain extent, until you have not reached a certain level of wisdom, you may not recognize what gifts you have. You may not recognize what are the different abilities that have awakened because of your Kundalini awakening. Okay, the next thing is, along with the kriyas, there can also be where somebody is sitting and meditating, their body actually starts spinning. Okay, I know that in India this is like looked down upon as something else, but definitely when Kundalini is going to awaken, the body can actually go through a variety of different movements, and these movements are going to release the energy blockages. These movements can also open up certain gifts within you. These movements can also help you to absorb in energies that your guru has given to you. You may start actually seeing some different stuff. Now you may say, okay, now what is that different stuff? It can be anything, because there are so many people in this world and everybody has a unique experience of Kundalini awakening. So you cannot say, okay, what you will start seeing. Okay, you may start seeing some divine energy, or sensing some divine energy besides you. And at times there are people who usually feel that they are accompanied by some divine soul. Okay, while their Kundalini is about to awaken, this also happens. Changes in foods, habits and lifestyle when your Kundalini is about to awaken. This is the time when you may not know, okay? You may consciously not know what's going on, but all of a sudden you might feel like taking in a different sort of food habits, some different lifestyle, and some changes in your habits. A person who is very, very close to opening their Kundalini energy, they usually try to get very, very spiritual. Their group, the social group with whom they choose to hang out, that group also changes. And sometimes people totally transform, their habits change. They might be like totally different person, and all of a sudden they become like a very, very different person, and only when their Kundalini is about to awaken. So this is how you may say, okay, why does this happen? See, at times the universe knows when a person is ready for their Kundalini awakening journey. A lazy person who does not care about life, who is not disciplined, this person cannot go very, very far with their Kundalini awakening journey. And even the universe realizes that. So whenever somebody is ready for a Kundalini awakening journey, the universe starts preparing that person. They start preparing that person that they become more responsible, they become more positive. They become more responsible, more positive, and they get habituated to a healthy lifestyle that is going to bring lesser jerks in their Kundalini awakening journey. Because yes, there are going to be some negative and bumpy tracks also while somebody is trying to open their Kundalini. Now that also depends, because there are some people who never have a bumpy ride. They just have things very, very smooth, and these people are very few in the world. Okay, But yes, there are few people like that, so it just depends. And but also the universe knows that these are very counted few people who don't have any who don't have any jerks during the Kundalini awakening journey, which is why the universe knows that an individual needs to be prepared fully for their Kundalini awakening, so that they have the least amount of suffering while their Kundalini awakening. Okay. Also, the kind of company that you start having, you may be having some very crappy people around you, or you may have people who don't care about you, who may be just toxic for you, and you may be living with these kind of people for years and years. But as soon as your Kundalini awakening journey it's about to begin, immediately you start having this sense of you start having this sense of self-esteem, start having this self-respect for yourself, that you don't need to hang out with crappy people in order to have a good lifestyle. So the divine Kundalini, the divinity is yet to be awakened, but that divinity, it's an intelligent energy. It will not let a person who is unworthy to get the full awakening. The divine Kundalini knows who is eligible. The divine Kundalini knows that whom to make eligible and what kind of soul it wants to what kind of soul it wants to blossom. That is where the Kundalini starts working with you. And that event, the event that the Kundalini starts preparing you on a positive end before it wants to awaken, that is actually the most positive thing. That's like the most divine and pure thing that your Kundalini can do with you. You also start developing positivity, and you start developing positivity. You start having this kind of wisdom that just kicks in at any moment. You never know where did that come from. And you also start having this awareness that you need to go out and you need to learn something from somebody. If there is some knowledge that you lack in, you will know exactly to whom to go, or to which book to read, which video to watch. And you exactly are not much aware that okay, looking at this video is going to answer my question, but there is this inner pull that's happening from within, and you just cannot stop yourself from doing that. And as soon as you watch that video, as soon as you read that book or go and enroll for a certain program, immediately as you start learning through that process, you immediately realize, oh, this is the reason why I am brought here. And who else does it? None other than your divine Kundalini. Yes, even in the dormant form, when your Kundalini has not awakened, it has like this very, very immense sort of intelligence that it starts preparing you. It starts giving you knowledge that is authentic, and only the right amount of knowledge that is needed. You may start believing in God, or all of a sudden you may start searching for the truth about God. I know that in childhood, everybody of us is brought up with this belief that, oh, God exists, and you just have to believe that He is there. You just have to know that when you pray, God is going to answer your prayers. So these are some little things that parents teach their child. That is totally fine, nothing wrong with that. But when you are about to walk on your Kundalini awakening path, when it's about to awaken, this is where you will start looking out for real, authentic answers, and not answers that you get from somebody, that somebody answers your questions. Not those kind of questions, not those kind of answers. You want to uncover the answers yourself, and you won't believe in anyone unless you experience it yourself. So this is not disbelief, this is not being an atheist, but this is how you are not just believing in it because somebody has taught you. You are wanting to believe in it because this is what you want, this is what your heart wants. You don't want to make somebody who made you believe that God exists, you don't want to make them feel bad when you start questioning that, but you want to find answers for yourself because you want to know the truth. You may start searching for a guru, you may start searching for a very good spiritual teacher, and you may just you may be crazily fumbling around looking for that right guru. And if you want me to help you, what are the characteristics of a true guru, let me know in the comments. I will let you know in that in next video whenever I make it. But you need to let me know in the comments. So when you start searching for the right guru, or when you start searching for some knowledge and you get exactly the knowledge that you were searching for, that is when it says that your Kundalini journey is about to begin. And you may feel that you just immediately have this urge of following spirituality, following certain practices like the Hatha yoga or practicing the Kriya yoga. You may feel like practicing celibacy or doing some other spiritual exercises like Tai Chi. There are several practices, okay? And no matter whoever you are, no matter in whichever part of the world you belong, you will immediately start feeling like getting into certain spiritual practices. You may also want to uncover some knowledge, some divine knowledge, and you may start reaching out to the spiritual texts that we have. You may start reading the Bible, Quran, or the Puranas. I know they are spoken as Puranas, but usually in Hindi, in Sanskrit, we call it Purana. Okay, so you start reading the Purana and Bhagavad Gita, Vedas, and all of those different knowledgeable texts. They start attracting you. You may also feel that you have an increased sexual urge because somebody who is about to awaken their Kundalini, or who has awakened their Kundalini, their sexual energy is going to increase. No matter even if that is increased, still you will have a sort of respect for that energy. You might still feel like observing celibacy, or you might feel like respectfully thinking about your sexual urge. Okay, you may not condemn yourself, you may not feel guilty about that sexual energy. Okay, so these are the different points that I had to share with you about all the different signs and signals that you have before your Kundalini, just a little bit before your Kundalini is about to awaken. So I hope that you like this video. If you have liked this video, hit the like button. If you feel that this video can help somebody, do share this video with that person. I will see you again in my next video. Until then, keep following the path of your soul's purpose, because you are born for a reason. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. When you click on the bell icon, select all notifications so that you get notified about all the videos that I upload.